So let's try, golfers, and achieve the best possible impact, ball flight, contact that we can. Let's work at getting the impact position right, or getting the post-impact position right and working back from there. So a little bit of kind of reverse engineering. What I want to talk about today is really all great players get the golf club where we want to be in this post-impact position. When we get that post-impact position correct, it means that the impact position is pretty damn good. It has to be, otherwise we can't achieve that. Now, a lot of golfers will see that working anything after the ball as a waste of time and probably a bit boring. It's the opposite. If we can get the golf club so we're in our inline condition here post-impact, so everything is straight, right arm, left arm, shaft, club face square, and we're in our tilt a little bit still, it means we're going to guarantee success at impact. So it's far easier to work on a static position than a dynamic position. So if I can get into the right static position here every single time, it means when I go back to the impact position, I have to be where I want to be. If I was going to cut across the golf ball, there's no way I can get my arms into that shape. If my arms bend or I lose my lag too early, there's no way I can maintain it that far past the ball. So if we get that post-impact position correct, it means that we're going to get success at impact. So this is what I want you to do to try and achieve it and feel it. We're going to work on what I call a kickstart move. Now this is for practice only. You could play with this if you wanted to. It's not what I would recommend, but certainly you could do if you wanted to. If I take my step to a ball as I would do normally, and we're going to kickstart, so we're going to push forward into this position here where we want to be. So what you'll see here is my lead arm, club shaft are all in a straight line. My right arm is extended and straight. My pressure is on my lead foot, about 90%. You can have 95% or you can have 85%. I wouldn't argue the toss over that. Anywhere around there would be good. So I have rotated and relocated forward, not to a full extent, but certainly to some extent. So basically, I'm pointing over here with my body, with the shaft and the arms. And then what I'm going to do from there is swing back and then hit the golf ball. So I'm trying to put it into my brain and into my physical sense what this feels like, then kicks back and hit. Now I don't want to kick back to a full backswing at this stage. Let's go back to kind of a half, three-quarter backswing. And when I kick back, we can certainly feel that the wrist load, otherwise it'll be very natural around what we're doing. So set up to the golf ball, hover, kickstart forward, swing back, and find that impact position. And that was a really, really solid contact. Even though it's quite a dynamic move, even though I'm lifting up a little bit to get above the ball in that hover, what I'm doing is feeling the momentum. And getting that momentum started like that also tends to help the takeaway become more natural. When we start from a static position, we get a lot of tension and the club gets stuck into the ground. Our wrists will want to work in a certain way. This natural free-flowing action helps us just develop a couple of things in the swing that we really could do with doing very well. Starting the swing very well and finishing just after the ball very, very well, for the reasons which I've already mentioned. I said it's very difficult to get into the correct positions, with a poor sequence of swing before these things. So this will help you naturally get into a better sequence of movement. Let's just go through that again. So we're looking for the inline condition to be here. I'm rotated, the pressure's forward. My wrist is flat. You could arch it if you want to be exaggerated. You don't need to. It's in line here. The club pretty much points back to the left side of my rib cage here. If I go a little bit further, back to my belly button. You could go further. We don't need to. Then from there, we'll kickstart and work back to about halfway back and hit the ball. So we're here into a normal setup. And again, really kind of controlled golf shot, penetrating, good contact, ball, then turf. If we get this pressure and this inline condition correct, it means my low point is after the ball. It means I will collect the ball, then turf. So many golfers scoop the ball to try and get the ball up, or do it because of reaction to where the backswing is. Doing this move right It means we eliminate those things from our golf swing. So you might say, well, how does this work into a full swing? Let's go through that. So for full swing, we still want the same thing to happen, obviously just a fuller swing. So what you could do is do a little practice swing and then go ahead and try and get the same feelings with the ball. But we're looking for the practice to influence us is the key thing. So I'm going to set up to the golf ball. I'll try and feel I've got some of those same moves, influenced into my golf swing. It's not swing A or swing B, as I say all the time in my videos. We want to find something that makes you work differently to change your golf swing for the better. That's all practice is really about, apart from warming up so we don't injure ourselves. So we want to basically influence our golf swing. So if we do a few reps like that when we play, and we might have a conscious thought. The conscious thought might well be, okay, make sure I throw my arms to point to contact. Try and get that inline condition rather than at the golf ball. Make it to the target and beyond. And that'll help you get more success when you play. Give it a try and let me know down below how you found it.